Good morning, HCA, and welcome to ESBN. That's Eagle Sports Broadcasting Networks. I'm Mr. Schatz, your host. I'm excited to share with you our very first HCA restaurant Royale. That's right, 64 restaurants, 6 rounds, but only one winner take all. Here's the deal. You're the one who's going to decide who the winner is. Each round, you will be voting for every team, which team will win, and the winning teams for each match, the teams that have the most votes will be the winning teams for their rounds. So we have a round of 64, round of 32, Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4, and then the championship match. I'm joined today with our very special and very own sports and food guru, the Coach Matt.
How's it going?
Good. Are you ready for the HCA Restaurant Royale?
You know, this is one of the things that I was looking forward to this whole break. So, yes, I got my bracket picked out. I got all the winners.
What do you think? What are your thoughts? Now, this was determined by an algorithm of the utmost sophistication.
Well, I'd like to say I have been to every one of these restaurants. I have been to every one of these. I have been involved in partaking in their foods, and I believe that the committee did a very good job. There were some that I thought were left out.
Who do you think we missed out on in this year's HCA Restaurant Royale?
Right, that the boys down at downtown Rockwall at Charlie's Burgers and Tacos did not have quite a good season this year, so they did not make the cut. They must have been on the first group out. They must have been on the bubble.
They didn't win their tournament, their
conference tournament.
That's right.
There was a few that I think that the general HCA Eagle Nation is going to notice and say, hey, how come so-and-so didn't make it? But, you know, sometimes you run into these groups like the group down at Wiener Schnitzel. Just had a heck of a run right there in the middle.
It's amazing.
I mean, just right there in the middle. Wiener Schnitzel comes up out of nowhere. That means they get an automatic seed, which means somebody's got to go home.
Let's talk about the Ronald McDonald region. We've got McDonald's heading off seed number 1 there with Chipotle in the second seed. Let's talk a little bit about what do you think? What are some of the games to watch for?
McDonald's comes in nationally. You know, that's a worldwide group there. They're strong every year. And I mean, come on. The dollar menu rules at McDonald's. It's all about the dollar menu, right? Now serving, I think what got the McDonald's the number 1 seed this year was the introduction of the 3 Macs. You always got the Big Mac. Now they got the Little Mac. Yeah.
I guess the being Coach Mac, you can have some respect for the 3 Macs, yeah?
Oh yeah. I'm all about the Little Mac at this point in my life, though. That Big Mac is just a little too big. But Coach Kane comes to the coach's office every day and tells us how great McDonald's is. So it's no wonder they're a number 1 seed.
Yeah, they may be taking that all the way. We'll see. Any upsets or games that you think we should watch out for with round 1 there?
This Chipotle versus Brahms in the 215 spot is going to be tough. I mean, Chipotle's got a good burrito. We won't compare them to some of the others until we get there. But Chipotle's got a good burrito, good salad, good choices. But Brahms has ice cream.
You can't beat that.
No.
You can't beat ice cream.
Can't beat ice cream.
And groceries. At this point, at this time of our life, having a place with groceries is vital.
Yeah, don't forget about that. You can get a burger, a shake, and walk out with your milk and your bread.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll see what happens.
Now, I personally have the Whataburger traveling all the way through to the Final 4.
Wow. So there's some potential for some upsetting news here. But Whataburger going to the Final 4, I love that.
Whataburger going to the Final 4, and it's over the Panda.
Oh, that's good. That's good, Coach. So let's move on to the closed on Sunday region.
Well, first of all, you got the number 1 seed in this region coming out of Chick-fil-A. Perennial powerhouse Chick-fil-A. I mean, they're in the final. They're like the Duke of fast food.
That's true.
You got to admit, they're going up against the number 2 seed in this region is Culver's. A Rockwall enjoyment. Everybody loves to head over to Culver's after Chiloso to get you a little ice cream, a little concrete mixer there. But I'm telling you, The tough one in that is going to be Culver's is taking on a 15 seed in the Waffle House.
Let me ask you here, Coach, what do you see as when you're talking about criteria for which restaurant is better? How do you weigh the options? You've got fast, you've got 24 hours open, you've got specialties. How do you weigh your options for which restaurant is better?
Most of the time I like to go with regional is my first thought, but then you have to take into account what the people like. We all know that Heritage Christian Academy is a school. So we got to tune in to what the teenagers like. So this is going to be a toughie. Culver's closes at 10. Waffle House is 24/7, and teenagers can eat 24/7.
So we could potentially see a 15-seed upset is what you're thinking.
As a matter of fact, I did pick the 15 seed.
Wow.
Upset Culver's. That was my pick. I think that Waffle House will come through. I mean, you're sitting down having some cheesy eggs, a couple of pieces of bacon, and some toast, and a nice cold orange juice at 11 p.m., maybe 12 p.m., maybe 1 a.m. after the old Hoko dance.
So now talk to us a little bit about this 8 and 9 seed here. Torchy's not a local restaurant. In fact, there's the closest one I think is only in Casa Linda, East Dallas. But then you have here this local flavor, Boots Burger. Talk to us a little bit about that match.
Well, here's the thing. Torchy's is a great Austin eatery. Boots is the local burger legend. Boots has been doing this for years. They're like the Ivy League of burgers, right? But they're only open from 10 to 2. And you're only at the house. But it's the best burger in town. Well, that's not true. It's the best burger east of Lake Ray Hubbard. I'm telling you, that's going to be a tough one. And it could go either way. But I went with Boots Burger.
The local flavor.
Went with Boots Burger. Now, here's the big deal about this matchup. We all know this, John. Are they going to take out CFA?
That's going to be a hard one.
I just don't see either of them taking out CFA. So, Eagle Nation, it's up to you. You could take Torchy's, you can take Boots. But either way, I just don't see him going past round 2 with Chick-fil-A.
So, Coach Mack, tell us, what is your pick for the closed on Sunday region, getting all the way to the Final Four?
In the Elite 8, I have Chick-fil-A taking on, wait for it, John, the Cinderella story, number 15 seed, Waffle House. And if the game's played on Sunday, we'll know who will win.
That's so true. Oh, man.
But honestly, since this little endeavor ends this week during the week, I'm going to have to say CFA advances into the Final Four over a tough Waffle House opponent.
Okay, let's move on to the California Dreamin' region. In-N-Out topping this region. And really your 1 and 2 seed, In-N-Out and Raising Cane's right next to each other on 205 and I-30. So this may turn out to be quite a region here. What do you think, Coach?
Definitely well-earned seeds. Amongst teens, In-N-Out and Cane's, very popular. Very popular. And I understand why. Cane's is all about the sauce. In-N-Out's about the sauce. They put that California sauce on every burger. It's good stuff. You got the secret menu versus only the 4-item menu. They both do what they do well. But In-N-Out goes into the second round pretty easily over Long John Silver's.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, pretty much. Then you've got Cane's over Which. That's a pretty easy one. Matter of fact, I got Cane's going all the way through to the 8.
Okay.
They're going all the way through to the round of 8. We'll see what else they got to come back with. There's not much on their side of the bracket besides maybe a trip up from Quick Trip. Quick Trip taquitos can take you a long way.
So do you have Quick Trip upsetting Taco Bell?
I have Quick Trip over Taco Bell. That is correct. I have the Quick Trip over Taco Bell. On the top half, I got the number 1 seed falling out of this region. I'm a little disappointed that my friends down at Babe's Chicken House come in at an 8 seed this year.
You think they should have been higher?
Yeah, I don't know what the committee was thinking there. We're talking family style with great buttered veggies, baked chicken, fried catfish, chicken fingers, chicken fried steak. I mean, this place is great. It is just great. If you haven't been to Garland to see Babe's Chicken House, I don't know why you're enrolled at Heritage Christian Academy. This place is amazing. So here's the deal. Everybody knows how I feel about Babe's Chicken House. It ranks right under a Fletcher's Corny Dog in my world. But here I got Babe's. Babe's moves on to take on Chicken E in round 2. That's a slaughter. I don't see that being any less than 20. That'll be a 20-vote win for Babe's Chicken House. Babe's over Chicken E. Babe's versus Kane. And our first slipper is in the Final Four with Babe's Chicken House in the Final Four.
I hope that you've got the evidence to back this up. I mean, I think some people might say that Cane's might be better or even in and out, but you know, will the local restaurant take the win?
Well, here's the thing. Babe's is a celebration station. I have been training the kids of Heritage Christian Academy now for 11 years on the rewards of Babe's Chicken House. They're all familiar, and the kids will reward Babe's for what it is. It's where you take your family celebrations. If we weren't indoors at Easter right now, we would be at Babe's enjoying the celebration.
Let's take a look now at the final region, the grilled avocado region. Chiloso taking the #1 seed here. This is the only #1 seed that's not a fast food restaurant. So talk to us a little bit about your picks here in the grilled avocado region.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. This is the weaker of the divisions, of the regions. It's the weaker of the divisions. Let's all be honest. Chiloso gets the overall #1 seed, and they're rewarded for that. They are the Rockwall local favorite coming out of this region, and I just don't know how this is going to turn out for them. Good quality food, great social atmosphere. You can see everybody in the Rockwall who's who when you step into Chiloso. Any day, time, night, any time of the day, after an event, Chiloso is the go-to. Let's see. Now, you got another favorite in this region. I don't know if you noticed, John. Did you notice?
Are you talking about Joe Willie's?
Joe Willie's coming in this year at a 5 seed. It's been a while since they've been down that low. But come on, it's Joe Willie's. Nobody complains about the food. They got ice cream. Did I mention they stay open late every Friday night during football season for those Eagles fans to come in and hang out?
So what do you think? Joe Willie's easily taken on Wingstop, and then do you have them facing Five Guys in the next round?
I do. I have burger on burger competition. Five Guys who puts their burger and fries into a brown paper bag that soaks up all of the grease around the burger and the fries. Normally, that would be enough for me, but it's Joe Willie's.
Going with Joe Willie's there.
Going with Willie's to take on fan favorite, perennial powerhouse, Chiloso. Sadly, I did not advance Willie's past Chiloso.
You got 2 local restaurants there taking each other on, but yeah, Chiloso, I would say, is a fan favorite here.
I just had to go with fan favorite, just like you said. I just believe that in the end, the kids are going to choose Loso over Willie's.
Okay, so what do you have there? Who's advancing on to the Final Four?
Well, I'm taking Chiloso into the Final Four. Yet again, with Chiloso advancing to the Final Four. I did want to throw a little support out to my friends at Burgers and Fries out off of 276, headed down past Roy City. I've got B&F taking on Freebird in the Sweet 16.
There you go, a 10 seed going all the way to the Sweet 16. I love it.
Yes, Burgers and Fries, it's excellent out there off of 276.
I've only heard about it just this year. It was the seniors who told me about it.
Oh, well, if the seniors are in, they a lot of power there.
Yeah, it could happen.
A lot of power. B&F is excellent.
So now you've got, for your Final Four, Whataburger, then you have Chick-fil-A, and then you have Babe's and Chiloso. Is that correct?
That is. We got the fast-paced, drive-through restaurants, Whataburger and CFA in one semifinal, and I've got Babes versus Choloso, two date establishments, as you might say, in the other.
Okay, so tell us, Coach, what are your picks for the championship game and the ultimate HCA Restaurant Royale champion? Who do you think?
Well, I'll be honest, John. I put my heart aside when choosing the finals. And I have Chick-fil-A moving past Whataburger. And I have Chiloso advancing to the final over my love of Babes.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that happening.
What do you think about that? Think that'll get some good ratings? Chick-fil-A?
I think the ratings will be off the chart. I mean, Chick-fil-A, just an incredible fast food restaurant, and then Chiloso, my personal favorite, the grilled avocados. It's hard to beat, but to choose between the two, what do you do?
Well, it took me some time, to be honest, with this one. I had to really sit down and think about my taste palette, think about the time, think about what I usually like to do. But I'm going to tell you this. As the athletic director and coach of 3 sports at Heritage Christian Academy, the word Chick-fil-A comes out of more students' mouths after games, especially when we got to get home or we're headed out to a playoff game. And I had to sit down and think about all that together, and I just don't think Chiloso has enough staying power across the state to defeat Chick-fil-A in this matchup. Although I would not surprise me to see this thing go into double overtime.
Thanks, Coach Mack. You'll be seeing Coach Mack and maybe some others later on this week to weigh in on this epic Restaurant Royale taking place this week and next week. So fill out your brackets, follow along, vote every day, and let's see which restaurant will be the HCA Restaurant Royale champion. Thanks, Coach Mack, for being with us, and we will talk to you soon.
Talons up, Eagles!